Audio Hub.
Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan Underwood. This is my first YouTube video. I hope y'all enjoy this. The name of this video is Truckin On A Budget. So the picture you're looking at right here was in my garage. What I'm getting ready to show you is the sim rig that I built for playing American Truck Simulator. Right here's the video. You can see I made this out of some scrap wood I had. I'm using the PS3i for my camera. It does the motion detection. There's my dashboard. Basically, this was some joystick kits and buttons that were ordered off of Amazon to make the dashboard and my button box. I also have an Arduino board that I used for my pedals, and I go into that in a few minutes. There's my button box, if you will, homemade there with all the labels on it, and got the buttons, and it's got the key to ignition start. And the only thing on here that's really commercial is the wheel. It's a Thrustmaster TMX. I found a wheel at Goodwill for $20. So all in all, I've got about $100 in this little project here. And you can see I've got my yard chair set up to sit in, and got my little table with my coffee cup. I don't have a shifter on this. I've done a lot of research on this. A lot of trucks these days are going to the automated transmissions. When I drove a truck back in 2008, 2009, I had a 9-speed transmission, had to be shifted. It was Neat and Fuller 9-speed, and it would work you to death. Some of the guys that I drove with, they had the automated transmissions, and they absolutely loved them. So here we are into a little bit of a video, so you can see how I do with this. I'm just going to make a quick run here. I just got unloaded at Costco, and now I'm on my way to 7-Eleven to get loaded up. I'm in Liberal, Kansas, and I'm on my way to Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay.
This is a run that I made numerous times when I was an owner-operator. I used to pick up loads of beef out in Liberal, Kansas at the beef plants. Brought them back east, North Carolina, South Carolina, Food Line, Ingalls, Walmart, places like that. So I've made this run a number of times. I'm excited about doing this run. The roads that I'm going to be taking are the exact same highways I traveled in real life. And I'm, one of the reasons I chose this because I'm going to be discovering some new roads and discovering some new cities. So while I'm on my way over here to the 7-Eleven, we'll talk a little bit more about the rig that I built. So I had the wood laying around. It's mostly scrap wood. It's a pallet that I broke up. It's some laminate flooring. It's plywood. I just cut it the way I needed it. If you go out on YouTube, you can find lots of videos on DIY steering wheels, DIY pedals, different things like that. I'm going to put some pictures in here at the end of this rig. When I talked to my wife about building this, I set this up in my basement. I'm using my 55-inch TV for a monitor, so I set this up right in front of the monitor so it looks like I'm really looking out the windshield of a truck. My wife said, hey, you just got to be something that you can't leave in the middle of the floor. So I made this portable. If you saw in the video, I've got casters on the back of it. The platform I'm sitting on folds up, and you can lay it over on its back, roll it out of the way, and we can use the basement as a normal basement living room type setup. When I want to play, I just roll it out, unfold it. Takes me about 3 minutes, plug it in, and I'm good to go. So here we are at this red light. I'm getting ready to go down the street here to the truck stop. I got to get a little bit of fuel in this thing because I am running low on fuel. I'm certainly not going to make it to Oklahoma City. Well, I might make it to Oklahoma City on what I got, but we got to go a couple 100 miles here from Liberal, Kansas to Oklahoma City, and I'm not sure what's between here and there in this game.
I'll find a new guy.
Coast to Coast map mod. I'll put that in the link below, or a link to that down below. I'm also using some of the Jazzycat AI traffic mods, and I've got several of SiSL's packs in here. I've got the mega pack, I've got the trailer packs. So I've got several things in my game that make it more realistic and really add to the graphics. So here we go, pulling up to the fuel island, and we're going to stop and fuel this up. So not wanting to invest in a gaming computer, I started playing this game a couple of years ago on our household desktop computer. It met the minimum requirements, and at that time I was holding the gamepad. So, you know, trucking on a budget. So you can certainly do this on a low dollar desktop. I think the software costs $20, and for as good as this game looks and as realistic as this game is, that is absolutely awesome. So here's my truck. I'm driving a Peterbilt 359. It's black. It's got blue flames on it. Got my pirate flag on one side, USA on the other. Got several custom features on it. I really like the big chrome wing up on top. I'm pulling a 53-foot reefer for Prime Incorporated. Unfortunately, nobody's made a skin for the company that I drove for. I drove for Colonial Freight Systems out of Knoxville, Tennessee for a while. I tried to figure out how to skin a trailer, and I have not been successful at that. So, being an owner-operator, having my own truck, I figure, well, I'll just be leased on with Prime for this game. So that's what I'm pulling. And have a refrigerated unit. I pulled a refrigerated trailer in real life and had a blast with it. I have another profile that I just started where I don't even own a truck yet, and I will probably do some shorter runs on that profile.
Reroute.
And here I am. Got to reposition a little bit to make this turn.
Keep
So I'll probably do some shorter runs on that
right.
profile and make some videos using that. This is my main profile that I've played a lot with. Again, I am an owner-operator pulling a refrigerated trailer, and just have a blast with that. And I'm coast to coast. So if I do long run, I'll have to probably make it into several different videos. So here we are. We're fueled up. We're ready to go. It is nighttime, so now we're on our way to the 7-Eleven to get loaded up so we can head to Cleveland, Tennessee. So as soon as this traffic goes by, we'll make our left-hand turn. See anything else coming? So here we go. Out to the left.
Finding a new route, okay?
You can see head tracking. I got my settings where basically I'm looking left and right, and I can, you know, lean forward in my chair and get that.
Right.
And really like those settings. I love having the head tracking. PS3 eye camera. I got this at GameStop for $3, I think. I downloaded the drivers for free off the internet. I'm using the free version of Minicam along with View Tracker, which I bought for $15 off of Steam for my head tracking software. So once I got that all set up so I could do the head tracking, $17 versus $200 for Track IR. Maybe someday I'll invest in that. But this is what we're doing right now on a budget.
Straight on.
Because I really enjoy this game. I play this game to clear my mind, and I figure other people might want to do it as well, but not everybody can afford, you know, a $500 steering wheel and $300 chair, and high-dollar gaming computers and all that stuff. So the 7-Eleven is just right down here on the right. Again, this is just a really short, you know, I think about a 10-minute drive, 10-minute video here. You can kind of get a feel for how this works with the graphics and with the setup I've got. Again, I'm just using wooden pedals and rotating potentiometers, soldered wires that go right into that Arduino board. So there we are. I'm getting loaded up. Actually, I'm picking my load here. So that's the job I'm going to take. Now I go around back here and get loaded up. I see on my GPS there where the loading area is. So here we go. Right around back here. So when I first started playing this game, I didn't have the head tracking. Obviously, like I said, I was playing it with a gamepad. I learned how to steer it as far as controlling the throttle goes. Even with the gamepad, you can try to be gentle or delicate or however you want to word it with your fingers. but you're just not going to get that realistic throttle and brake experience. And I have no earthly idea what I just got hung up on there. But you're not going to get that realistic throttle and brake and steering experience and everything. So that's why I kind of set out on this DIY mission here. And, I had a lot of fun doing this. It took me about 2 weeks to get where I'm at with this. Working in my spare time, days off and after work. Like I said, it's basically just some 10K rotating potentiometers with a linkage, and I used servo linkages and drilled them out to fit the shafts on the potentiometers. I got bungee cords and gate hinges to add a little tension to the pedals. I feel like they do a pretty good job controlling the throttle. I had worked on a steering wheel. Like I said, I had this one from a Goodwill situation. Mine wasn't a failure, it just had a lot of bugs that needed to be worked out. So I tinkered around with this a little bit, worked this into the dashboard, and kind of gave up, if you will, on the DIY wheel. But I can just tell you, there's YouTube videos out there, DIY button boxes, DIY keyed ignitions, DIY force feedback wheels. Everything I did I found on YouTube. I'm not including links to the YouTube videos or the Amazon products right now, and basically that's because what I found looking at a lot of these videos is where people had included links to the Amazon where you could order on Amazon. If the video had any age at all on it, 2 to 3 years old, that product link didn't actually work anymore. So I'm not going to have that on there for you. Just know that it's out there, and if you search for it, you can find it relatively easy. So I've got a few other tweaks I'm going to make on this thing coming up. I'm going to get rid of the plastic tote, actually make me a table, and a couple other things. But yeah, that's pretty much my setup. Here I am backed into the 7-Eleven. I'm in my spot, so I'm getting ready to get loaded up. And my next video will head on down towards Oklahoma City and on to Cleveland, Tennessee. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave me some comments below. If you're playing American Truck Simulator, or if this helps you to get into it on a budget, then I'm happy to be able to help. But y'all have a great day, and keep on trucking. Talk to y'all later. Okay, so here are the the pictures that I promised y'all of my sim rig, showing how it's portable. So the first picture we're going to be looking at here, this is what it looks like when it's all folded up. Just kind of folds, like I said, fold up the base, lay it over on its back, and then I just kind of stack my chair, my keyboard, and everything up on it and roll it out of the way. The second picture we're looking at, so this is actually the bottom of the main part that's standing up. To the left there, you'll see the underside of the pedals, and we're going to zoom in a little bit on those pedals so you can see kind of how that's constructed. So I've got 3 pedals there. I'm actually going to be taking the clutch pedal out because, like I say, after doing my research, I've decided to go with the automated transmission. So I need a clutch or a shifter. The picture you're looking at now, this is a close-up of the underside of one of the pedals. So the black part up at the top, that is the gate hinge that's got the spring inside of it to provide some of the tension. To the right, you've got the rotating potentiometer with the servo linkage on it, and then the linkage that attaches that to the bottom of the pedal. So when you mash the pedal, that linkage just pushes that servo arm down, rotates that potentiometer. To the left, you see the one beside of it, the green, red, and white wires. That's how it's wired up, and that goes straight to the Arduino board. And I use the UnoJoy drivers for that to program that so it communicates with the computer, and that's how I get my throttle and my brake. That was also how the clutch and the steering wheel were going to work, but those are not going to be functioning. Finally, these last 2 pictures you're looking at, this is kind of from the side. This is what it looks like when it's folded down. And I got one down here at floor level. So looking under it, you can see those casters. So that's some ideas. That's some pictures of my portable sim rig that I built for right at $100. Again, just trying to give you all some ideas so that y'all can go trucking on a budget. Y'all have a good day.